Are you concerned that your California trustee is operating the trust for their own benefit? Are you unsure if what you're seeing is a red flag or just a misunderstanding? Well, stay tuned because we're going to discuss trustees who have a conflict of interest. In this video, I'll be discussing whether the trustee can take actions for their own benefit and whether a trustee can try to cover their tracks by claiming they did it for a charitable purpose. A California trustee has a duty not to use trust property for their own profit or benefit. A California trustee has a duty not to use or deal with trust property for the trustee's own profit or for a purpose that's unconnected to the trust. The trustee cannot take part in any transaction that has an adverse interest to the trust. The trustee may not take part in any transaction that has an interest adverse to the trust beneficiaries. What this means in practice is a California trustee can't use trust property to benefit themselves. A trustee couldn't loan themselves money from the trust. The trustee can't use money in the trust to buy a house that they will live in. Those are obvious examples of a trustee who's doing something for their own benefit, and that is adverse to the interests of the trust beneficiaries. Every now and again, I'll encounter a trustee who claims that they've used trust property for a charitable purpose. Now, usually this plays out one of two ways. Either they're connected to a charity to which they've given trust property, even though the trust doesn't call for a donation to that charity, or they'll use trust property to benefit one of their relatives. A common example is using a home and allowing their child or some other relative to live in that home rent-free. Well, either of those examples obviously are to the detriment of the trust beneficiaries. That is a plain case of a trustee who's taking an adverse position to the trust beneficiaries. If your trustee has taken on an adverse interest and it's cost you money, then they have breached their fiduciary duty to you. If this is your situation, then feel free to contact us. If you're not yet ready, then take a look at our trust litigation playlist, which will give you plenty of information about the entire trust litigation process, including what damages may be available to you. If you found this video helpful, then please hit the subscribe bell, leave us a comment. We'll be glad to respond if you do, and give us a thumbs up.